It is a beautiful morning to you all. Welcome to Carnival Breakfast Show. Come to you from Carnival Radio, and this is Newspaper Review. I am Joseph Oyukola. Good morning. Welcome once again. To begin the news this morning, here are headlines. Federal government 9 billion naira e-border project fails to stop bandits. Illegal alliance. Hunger. Tinubu under pressure to dump food import waiver. Telecom tariffs to rise but not by 100%, says Minister. Backbiters behind my kangaroo impeachment, says Makinde's ex-deputy. Nigerian police arrest human traffickers with 59 children in Abuja. Now to the news in details. Despite the federal government multi-billion naira border surveillance system launched in 2019, illegal migrants, some of whom have been identified as bandits, terrorists and kidnappers, continue to cross into Nigeria from the Republic of Benin, Chad, Niger, Mali and Cameroon. This is as the Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, said e-border surveillance is now being mounted across the nation's borders with its neighboring countries. At the launch of the Bola Ahmed Tinubu Technology Innovation Complex in early December 2024, the minister said about 250 trained immigration service personnel run 24-hour shifts at the e-border control center. However, some foreigners still cross to Nigeria from the Republic of Benin through the Baruten-Kalama border, despite the closure of the border by the federal government. Checks by the newsmen from residents of border communities in the Baruten local government area of Kwara State reveal that illegal migrants still cross the border into the country daily. The immediate past chairman of Baruten Local Government Council, Rashid Abdullahi, who spoke with newsmen, said that citizens of the Benin Republic are still migrating into the country through several illegal routes. The Federal Executive Council approved 52 billion naira for the e-border surveillance system in 2019 to monitor and provide real-time information from major border posts nationwide. However, the project faced delays due to funding challenges and did not commence until 2022. Nigeria's extensive borders, covering approximately 5,330 kilometers, have numerous illegal entry points and present ongoing security challenges. The Nigerian Immigration Service says it has since deployed advanced e-border solution to over 80 crossing points nationwide, marking the project's first phase. It says the e-border system offers real-time 24/7 monitoring and intelligence, enabling better tracking and management of border activities. This news was sourced from the Punch newspaper. Federal government 9 billion e-border project fails to stop bandits, illegal aliens. Meanwhile, the administration of President Bola Tinubu is currently under pressure to dump the food import waiver that announced in July 2024. Multiple sources at the presidency said the pressure has been coming from the private sector, who claim that opening up the country to food import would undermine the investment and worsen the unemployment rate in Nigeria. Some private sector operators confirmed this, describing the food import waiver policy as a double-edged sword that may bring down the prices of imported commodities but would adversely impact local production. One of the sources at the presidency who spoke with newsmen in confidence due to lack of authorization to speak on the matter said, "A lot of media outfits have been publishing on the failure of the government to implement the waiver on food import." Another said members of the organized private sector have insisted that importation will kill local complaints and jobs. On July 10, 2024, the Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Abubakar Kyari, announced that the federal government would suspend duties, tariffs, and taxes on the importation of maize, oxed brown rice, wheat, and cowpeas through the country's land and sea borders for 150 days. The minister had stated that in addition to the importation by the private sector, the federal government will import 250,000 mt of wheat and 250,000 mt of maize. The imported food commodities in their semi-processed state will target supply to small-scale processors and millers across the country. Since that announcement, neither the government nor Nigerian Customs Service has provided details on the implementation of mechanism. In the third quarter of 2024, Customs said the government might forgo 188.37 billion naira in revenue over the next 6 months due to the duty waiver granted on the importation of staple foods. For more details, please visit Punch newspaper. Hunger, Tinubu under pressure to dump food import waiver. In the meantime, the Minister of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, Bosun Tijani, has announced that telecom tariffs will increase, though not by 100% being proposed by operators. Tijani disclosed this during an interview with newsmen on Wednesday. According to a video shared by newsmen, telecom operators are proposing 100% increase in their tariffs, pending government approval. The proposal, submitted to the Nigerian Communications Commission, seeks to address rising operational costs, including inflation and higher service delivery expenses. Speaking after a stakeholder meeting in Abuja, the minister highlighted the importance of proper regulations to ensure the telecommunications sector's sustainable growth. He emphasized the need for a balanced approach to support the industry amidst global inflationary pressures. He outlined key initiatives under consideration, including enforcing the executive order to safeguard telecommunications infrastructure and increasing local content in the country. These measures aim to sustain the sector's contribution to Nigeria's economic development. Tijani also acknowledged telecom operators' push for substantial tariff adjustment, attributing it to rising operational costs. He noted that the government is working to mitigate the impacts of tariff hikes on Nigerians through targeted measures. Recently, the chairman of the Association of Licensed Telecommunications Operators of Nigeria, Engineer Gbenga Adebayo, described the telecom sector as under siege, citing soaring operational costs driven by inflation, volatile exchange rate, and rising energy prices. He noted that despite these challenges, tariffs have remained unchanged, leaving operators struggling to maintain quality service and expand their networks. For more details, please visit the Nation newspaper. Telecom tariff to rise, but not by 100%, says Minister. In another development, former Deputy Governor of Oyo State, Rahuf Olaniyan, has opened up about the event leading to his impeachment on July 18, 2022, describing it as a kangaroo process fueled by backbiters within the government. In an exclusive interview with newsmen, Olaniyan admitted to having irreconcilable indifferences with Governor Seyi Makinde, but attributed his removal to individuals in government who schemed against him by spreading false narratives to tarnish his image. Olaniyan served as Makinde's deputy governor until his removal in 2022 over allegations of insubordination, gross misconduct, and financial inappropriation. The Oyo State House of Assembly ratified the findings of a 7-man panel constituted by the Chief Judge to investigate the allegations. However, Olaniyan dismissed the accusation, likening them to a deliberate attempt to seal his fate as deputy governor. According to Olaniyan, allegations of disloyalty and financial inappropriation against him were that of giving a dog a bad name to hang him, as he noted that those behind his impeachment had afterwards confessed to their involvement in the scheme. On alleged disloyalty to his former principal, Olaniyan said, having been in government circles for many years, he was too experienced not to understand the import of loyalty. Despite his impeachment, Olaniyan maintained that he harbored no resentment towards Governor Seyi Makinde, noting that he had never spoken ill of the governor since his removal as deputy governor. This news was sourced from Vanguard newspaper. Backbiters behind my kangaroo impeachment, says Makinde's ex-deputy. On to the last news on newspaper review this morning. Operatives of the Federal Capital Territory FCT Police Command have intercepted suspected woman traffickers with 59 children. The Commissioner of Police in charge of the FCT, Chujin Disu, disclosed this on Wednesday in Abuja. He said a team led by Deputy Superintendent of Police, DSP Saki Huma, intercepted a white Peugeot 15-seater bus, popularly known as J5, on January 6, while heading to Nasarawa State. According to the police commissioner, the bus was transporting the children aged between 4 and 12 years who were suspected to be trafficked from Kano. This reiterated that Ali Ibrahim, the driver, and Ali Hassan Ibrahim, his assistant, both Kano State residents, were arrested on the spot. The police boss added that preliminary investigations showed that the children were being transported to Nasarawa under the guise of receiving training. This news was sourced from Daily Post newspaper. Nigerian police arrest human traffickers with 59 children in Abuja. To bring the newspaper review to a close this morning, this is a recap of headlines. Federal government 9 billion e-water project fails to stop bandits' illegal lanes. Hunger, Tinubu under pressure to dump food import waiver. Telecom tariffs to rise but not by 100%, says Minister. Backbiters behind my kangaroo impeachment, says Makinde's ex-deputy. Nigerian police arrest human traffickers with 59 children in Abuja. And with that, we've come to the end of the newspaper review. Thank you very much for listening. You can download Carnival Media app from Google Play Store and App iOS. You can also check out our website at www.carnivalmedia.ng. My name remains Joseph Oyokola. Good morning, and please do well to enjoy the rest of your day.